Halloween, a night of costumes, candy and spooky fun. It's a time when children dress up as their favorite characters and adults revel in the chance to be someone else for a night. The streets are filled with laughter, excitement and the occasional scare. But beneath the surface lies a deeper, older story. One that is steeped in history and ancient traditions, often forgotten in the modern celebration. Halloween's roots reach back centuries. It is a tapestry woven from various cultures and traditions, each adding its own unique thread to the fabric of what we now know as Halloween. They whisper of ancient fears and rituals. These whispers tell tales of a time when people believed in the power of the supernatural and the need to protect themselves from unseen forces. It's a night when the veil between worlds thins, the boundary separating the living from the dead becomes fragile, allowing spirits to cross over and walk among us. It's a time when spirits walk among us. These spirits, both benevolent and malevolent, are believed to roam the earth seeking out the living. Halloween's origins lie in the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain. This festival marked the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter, a time of year associated with death and the supernatural. The Celts believed that on this night, the boundary between the living and the dead became blurred. They thought that spirits of the deceased could return to the earth, and they performed rituals to honor and appease these spirits. It was a time of both celebration and fear. The bonfires they lit were meant to ward off evil spirits, while the feasts and gatherings were a way to celebrate the harvest and the community. They celebrated the harvest but also feared the spirits that could cross over. The line between the living and the dead was thin, and the night was filled with both joy and trepidation. Across the globe, cultures have their own traditions for honoring the dead and confronting the supernatural. From the Day of the Dead in Mexico to the Japanese Obon Festival, these traditions reflect a universal human desire to connect with the past and understand the unknown. These rituals are often steeped in mystery and danger. They involve masks, fire, and ceremonies that are meant to protect, honor, and sometimes even summon spirits. They offer a glimpse into humanity's enduring fascination with the unknown. The symbols and rituals passed down through generations speak to our collective curiosity and fear of what lies beyond the visible world. From the ancient Celtic rituals to modern-day practices, the darker side of Halloween continues to captivate and intrigue us. The blending of old and new traditions creates a rich tapestry that honors the past while embracing the present. These traditions remind us that Halloween is more than just a holiday. It is a time to reflect on our history, confront our fears, and celebrate the mysteries of life and death. It is a time to confront our fears, honor the past, and acknowledge the mysteries that lie beyond our understanding. Whether through ancient rituals or modern celebrations, Halloween invites us to explore the unknown and embrace the eerie beauty of the season. In the heart of Scotland, the ancient festival of Samhain was more than just a celebration. It was a profound and mystical time, deeply rooted in the traditions and beliefs of the Celtic people. It was a time when the veil between the living and the dead was at its thinnest, allowing the two worlds to intermingle in ways that were both wondrous and terrifying. This thinning of the veil allowed spirits to cross over, bringing both blessings and curses. The spirits of ancestors were welcomed with offerings, while malevolent entities were warded off with protective rituals. One of the most dangerous rituals associated with Samhain was spirit walking. This ancient practice was not for the faint of heart. This practice involved individuals, often chosen for their spiritual sensitivity, venturing out into the darkness. These brave souls were believed to have a unique connection to the spirit world. They aimed to communicate with the dead, seeking wisdom, guidance, or even warnings from the other side. However, this was no simple chat. The spirits were unpredictable, their intentions often unclear and their moods volatile. They might offer guidance or unleash their wrath. A benevolent spirit could provide invaluable insights, while a malevolent one could bring chaos and fear. These spirit walkers faced real risks. The journey was fraught with peril, both physical and spiritual. Getting lost in the darkness was a danger, The forests of Scotland, dense and shadowy, could easily disorient even the most experienced walker. But the true terror lay in encountering malevolent entities. These dark spirits could deceive, torment, or even possess the unwary. Legends speak of walkers driven mad by whispers from beyond or trapped in the spirit world forever. The mental toll of these encounters could be devastating. The line between life and death was blurred on Samhain, and the consequences of crossing it were perilous. Those who dared to walk this path did so with the knowledge that they might never return the same, if at all. In Mexico, Halloween takes on a vibrant yet eerie tone with La Noche de Brujas, or the Night of the Witches. This celebration is a unique blend of ancient traditions and modern festivities, creating an atmosphere that is both festive and mystical. This celebration coincides with the ancient Aztec festival of the Day of the Dead, a time dedicated to honoring deceased loved ones. The Day of the Dead, or Dia de los Muertos, is a deeply rooted cultural event that spans several days, filled with rituals and customs that have been passed down through generations. But La Noche de Brujas holds its own set of traditions and superstitions. Unlike the Day of the Dead, which is more about remembrance and celebration, La Noche de Brujas has a darker, more mysterious undertone. One of the most intriguing aspects of this night is the belief that witches, or brujas, roam freely. These brujas are thought to possess magical powers and are often associated with both good and evil deeds. These brujas are not the stereotypical Halloween figures. They are deeply embedded in Mexican folklore and are often depicted as wise women with a deep connection to the spiritual world. They are seen as powerful spiritual figures, both revered and feared. Their knowledge of herbs, healing, and the supernatural makes them both respected and sometimes feared members of the community. Their presence adds an element of mystery and caution to the festivities. People often take extra precautions on this night, believing that the veil between the living and the spirit world is at its thinnest. Mexicans set up altars called ofrendas to welcome the spirits of their loved ones. These altars are a central part of the Day of the Dead celebrations and are often elaborately decorated. These altars are laden with offerings like food, drinks, and photographs. Each item on the ofrenda has a specific meaning and purpose, intended to guide and nourish the returning spirits. The belief is that the spirits return to partake in these offerings, bridging the gap between the living and the dead. This act of sharing a meal with the departed is a poignant reminder of the enduring bond between the living and those who have passed on. La Noche de Brujas is a time for remembrance, celebration, and a healthy dose of respect for the spirits that are said to walk among us. It is a night where the past and present converge, and the living honor the mysteries of the unseen world. While Halloween isn't widely celebrated in Japan, the country has its own chilling traditions related to spirits and the supernatural. The Obon festival, held in August, is when the Japanese honor their ancestors. It's believed that the spirits, or yokai, return to the human world during this time. Yokai are a diverse bunch. Some are mischievous tricksters, while others are terrifying monsters. Tales of their encounters are deeply ingrained in Japanese folklore, sending shivers down spines for generations. One particularly spooky tradition is the Hyakumonogatari Kaidankai, or gathering of 100 supernatural tales. People gather to tell ghost stories, lighting a candle after each tale. The room grows darker as the night progresses, heightening the suspense and culminating in a chilling climax. This tradition reflects the belief that darkness attracts spirits and that stories have the power to blur the line between reality and the supernatural. Why are humans so drawn to the darker side of Halloween? Why court danger and flirt with the unknown? The answer lies deep within our psyche. Halloween offers a sanctioned space to confront our deepest fears and anxieties. The rituals, whether it's spirit walking in Scotland or encountering yokai in Japan, provide a sense of control over the uncontrollable. By acknowledging the darkness, we paradoxically seek to diminish its power. Moreover, these traditions connect us to our ancestors. They remind us that we are part of a long lineage that grappled with the same existential questions. The fear of death, the mystery of the afterlife, the desire to connect with loved ones lost, these are universal themes that transcend time and culture. Halloween allows us to tap into this shared human experience, reminding us that we are not alone in our fears and fascinations.